Good morning. This is Nonto Ann from Awards of 2. So I was at church from Friday. I arrived in Cape Town on Thursday, but I attended church on Friday until Sunday. It was a beautiful gathering. You know, when the saints gather together, it's always just going to be magical. And I loved all of the lessons. The speakers were on point, and I think we were even talking about the fact that women don't want to talk about their personal issues, but the past weekend, ladies were talking about their personal experiences, almost like a testimony of just how wonderful God is and what God has done for them in our lives, and through all the hardships that they've been through. They've kept on the faith, been steadfast, and now they are able to have the strength to talk about their pain without breaking down, which means healing is there. So it was really inspiring. I loved it. What I have noted, and I'm sharing this because I don't want to I am against or I'm against some of the things that we learned. But what I have noted, because there was a lesson about manifesting versus the will of God, and so it's like it's wrong to manifest, because what is more important is what God wants for my life. But the honest truth is, yes, there is that thing of Uguti, let your will be done. But there are things that I want, and we are able to move God, like that man, I forgot his name, who was told, Uguti, you are going to die. But then he turned to his side and he started praying and he started pleading with God, please keep me, Father, give me more time. And God was touched through that prayer, and he was able to give him more years to live. So the will of God must be done in our lives. And sometimes we don't want the will of God to be done in our lives because we have got our own wills. But we strive to be in a position to say, let your will be done. But I also have things that I would like for God to do for me. That is the reality of a human life and of a Christian life. We've got things that we also want, and God knows about those things and he wants to do them. But he says we must put him first. So when you read the Bible, God speaks about how you must believe that those who ask and they believe that they have already received what they are asking for, it shall be given unto them. And God also says, who can give their son a stone when they have asked for bread? God wants to fulfill our desires. He's given us that freedom to create our own lives. God is not a dictateful God. God gives us the freedom to choose how I want my day to be, namhlanje, and we can't run away from that. There are so many verses where, even because the principle of, or the whole concept of manifesting is like, be excited about what you want. Believe that it's like, think about how you would feel when it is here, and you will have attracted it to your existence just by feeling that way. Because God, our minds can create. So I honestly believe in that concept, and I've seen it in my life so many times. I think what confuses Christians, because there's a passage where Paul was saying that even if it's an angel, or even if I come back and I say something that is contradictory to what I have said, then consider me as, wicked or whatever, or qalekisiwe. And because of the doctrine of Christianity, and so when people are talking about the same thing, but they just use different words, like I'll say God because I believe in God, and someone else will say universe, and then you don't even want to say, because there are some of the things that work. There are some of the things that are aligned with what manifesting is talking about and what Christianity is talking about. Have faith. Have faith that God will do it and He will do it. And when the world of manifesting says, be excited about it, it means you are not worried, because you're not going to attract goodness when you are worried. So, manje, yabo, I do not believe in that, but I'm not judgmental in my statement or in my observation. I understand where we are coming from as Christians. It's either this way, there's no other way about it. But there are things that we can learn from other concepts that are out there, and we can then align it with, okay, what does this mean to me? How can I apply this knowledge that I have acquired from other people who believe in totally different things? There are things that we can learn as Christians from other people. There are things that we can learn as Christians from non-believers. They care. Like, they care about other people. We are meant to care about other people. And some of us Christians believe, no, you must only care about other believers. If person is not a believer, then, don't even give them bread, don't even give them this, and that is a bad reflection, because how you treat other people is a reflection of God. So now, if I'm mistreating other people just because I share different faith than them, I'm already not reflecting God. And I understand, matters of spirituality and faith are very diverse, and they are very complex, and they are very complicated. Kodwa, we are one, and we can coexist, and we can respect each other, and we can allow other people to be. Like, I have gotten, when I grew up, there are so many things that I used to believe they are that way, and when I grow up, I realize that there's beauty in diversity. There's beauty in seeing people who believe in something that is totally different from mine, and I don't have to run away from them. I can hear them, and I can observe. So people who believe in ancestors are like this. Oh, people who believe in Allah are like this. Oh, it's beautiful. And it doesn't have to change. It wouldn't change my faith, because I've seen what my faith has done for me. I've seen what believing from when I was born, my parents were Christians in the same church that I go to today, the Church of Christ. I have been there. God has carried me. I've seen a lot of scary things that were happening around me, but God has saved me and carried me up to this moment. And so nothing and no one can change the faith that I have, because I have evidence of what God has done for me till today. But I'm not scared of allowing other religions or other belief systems and observing and learning from them, so that I can also improve my own faith in my God. I hope it's young understand.